Hello beautiful people, how are you? Anyway, seriously, hi guys, if you have my number, please call me. I am ready to go. I am ready to leave this house. If you want to find out how you can look like this and be ready to go, watch this video. Urembo, how you guys feeling today? I am excited to be doing this look. I want to show you how you can look like this. Let me tell you, it's true. Makeup boosts your confidence. Before I started filming this video, I was feeling like, do I film? Do I not film? Or maybe I can do it tomorrow. You know, procrastination is real, guys. And I said, okay, let me just do it. And then now I feel so good. Wow, I feel like I'm ready to conquer the world. I want to show you how you can look like this in the simplest way possible. It's not complicated, but you need to be patient. Keep watching. For this video, I'm using the Fabulosity palette, and this red shade is what I'm going to be using for my transition color. The transition color is the color that goes there. That is like, you know, it's like the crease of the eye, and at that particular area you want to put the color that will sort of blend everything else together. And I am using red, and the brush that I'm using is called a blending brush. It's like a smaller version of a powder brush, like in Indogo times 10. So that, you know, it's fluffy in a way that it can spread the product out nicely. And I prefer to do it in circular motions because then it just spreads the product evenly and nicely all over. So just blend. I think I've mentioned that makeup and blending, you know, chama moja. There's no one without the other. Next, I'm going to be using this shade called Z. Yes, Z. It's like a brownish shade, and I prefer to use this color just below the brow bone. The brow bone is that point where, you know, your eyebrow like goes up sort of. Now below it, instead of putting like a shimmer or anything else or any other color, I prefer to have this part look as natural as possible. And I think that's just how, you know, it looks better that way. And like having this red go all the way to your eyebrows. I think kitambo nikianza makeup, I actually have a TBT. I used to just do like one block of color all the way up to the brows. I mean, we've come a long way. Anyway, that is good, but you know, not for like tuseme tu tuko 2022, so that works for something totally different, not an everyday look. Anyway, next I am just going to be neatening my brows, and I'm using my concealer. I realized that I needed to make them a little bit neater. I think some of this product went to the brows, so I'm trying to neaten them or tidy them up a bit. And I am using my concealer to do that. Is it a concealer or an LA? I think this is an LA Colors foundation. You can use your foundation, you can use a concealer, anything, whatever you use to define your brows, that's what you can use to clean up if there's anything that needs cleaning. One thing you need to keep in mind is that, you know, every time you're doing makeup, you'll always mess something. Sometimes it can be flawless. I mean, there are days things are just amazing, but then there are days that you'll mess up a thing or two. So when that happens, you know, it's not a big deal. Just, you know, tidy up, neaten things, and keep going. See, life pia inakuanga hivyo. Not all days are perfect. So just, you know, pick yourself up, you know, dust off and continue moving. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Just tidying up. And then I'm using my powder. You've seen that Zaron powder that I showed you. That's what I'm using just directly below my brow bone. I like that combination. I like the Z, but then it's a bit too dark, so I thought let me go with this shade so that I have like a nice natural transition all the way up. And yeah, I'm happy with the results. So I'm taking my blending brush again. I've not added more product. I'm just blending it further. I want the red to blend in with the browns nicely so that there's a nice transition. Every time you're working on eyeshadow, please remember this. You want everything to just blend in and, you know, look seamless. It's all about blending, a nice, beautiful transition. The transitions of different colors should be as seamless as possible. Now I'm going to be using this LA Colors Truly Matte. I think this is the product I've been using all through for this video for defining my eyebrows. I used it as a base for my product, and now I'm using this to cut the crease. You see this part of the eye, this is like the crease of the eye. So I need to have a brush that is flat. flat kabisa, not the like the blended one that is fluffy, one that is flat. You can use an eyeshadow brush, a flat one for that purpose. And then look at the line malina kwanga. If you look at the mirror, you'd be able to notice when you open and close your eyes, there's that line that forms. That is what defines how high that line should go. Like your cut crease, you're cutting the crease. If that makes it easier to explain, but you can see what I'm doing. So just be nice, do it slowly, and make sure that you're just neat, and try to have like a neat line. You see the way I'm doing it slowly. Cut creases, whether they look nice, but they're not the easiest. And I started with the transition color first, so that when I now go over this, you can still see some red ata ukumbele, but sio mingi sana. Anyway, just observe. I think I can keep quiet for a second. 1, 2, okay, 3 seconds imeisha. Tuendelee. Oh God. So anyway, just blend, and like apply this product all the way to like midway. It's not a full crease, it's like a half cut crease, so you can go all the way if you like, but this works for me. Also, you can make the crease a little bit higher, but I prefer to work with my my natural line where my line is. But if you have, let's say, like a monolid, or an like a very small crease, like this upper part of the eye, the upper eyelid could be a bit small, you can make it wider, a little bit wider, so that it just makes it a little bit cuter, and you can be able to see that crease. Otherwise, I think you can just work with the size of your crease, like where your crease is. Next, I'm applying the color, this color green, and it is, let me just give me a minute, you will see. See how green this color is? It's so green. One thing I like about this Fabulousity palette is that the colors are well pigmented, especially the matte colors. Even this green has a really good pigment. I mean, if you know how to work around it, it will give you a pretty green, and it's well pigmented. But I prefer the matte shades. The pigments are bomb, but this is also really cute. Honestly, I am not very sure how this combination is gonna turn out, but so far I think I like it, and I think it's gonna be nice. This is a good trial and error. I wanted to play around with color, and I think it's important, and that leads me to just sharing something about developing looks. You see, once you've already mastered the basic things, how to do normal eyeshadow and stuff like that, you can start developing your looks based on the occasion, based on the mood, based on the dresses that you're wearing, based on the environment that you'll be in, the lighting conditions, etc. So using the basic scale of color, like just the nudes and whatnot, do not really apply when you want to develop looks. Like, this is something I'd call extra, because it's not your usual brown, it's not your usual neutral earth colors. It's just something a little bit extra, but the combination still looks good. So developing looks it's important. Don't shy away from playing around with color. Don't shy away from trying new things here and there. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to combine these two. Unaona hapo katikati where the green ends, you want the color from the transition, this red, to just like sort of smoke into the other shade, so that you don't have like a line again that says, okay, green iliishia hapa. Makeup and blending, they're one and the same thing. I like it. I actually really like this. It looks really nice. I like the eyes, I like the color combination, and I am excited. I want to see how this is going to turn out, and I hope if you try this look, you're gonna tag me so that I see. And right now I just want to put my eyelashes. I'm using the Duo eyelash glue with my usual lashes, and I did another video some time back on things you need to know about eyelashes before you wear them on your big day. By the way, you can go and watch that video. Otherwise, kama unaweka eyelashes, chukua lash glue yako, weka kwa eyelashes, kwa band, and then let it dry. Just give it a second or so. I usually give mine like a minute so that it's tacky. So now when I just leave them resting, I'll wipe my face, nitoe anything that is excess. And this palette is good. The fallout is very kidogo. I'm happy. I like it. So now I have my eyelashes. Boom. Can you see those eyes? They look nice, yeah? I put my eyelashes. This is my primer. I am using the Maybelline Matte and Polish Primer. We use a primer because we want to have a nice surface where our foundation is going to go. Like, it helps with minimizing pores. It helps with smoothing your face. You know, like, your face is the canvas where, you know, you're going to put your art on or whatever. Like, assume you're Picasso and then, you know, figure it out. So this is what I like to use. I use different primers for different occasions. So for today, I felt like I wanted to use this, and I'm making sure I'm rubbing it everywhere so that it can be neat and flawless. And all the two lines that I have, just say niko na wrinkles, si kama kitambo yenye nilikuwa 21. I didn't have any wrinkles, but right now I can see some wrinkles, so I need to fill them with this primer. Primer is good. Make sure you invest in one. The other thing we're going to be doing is applying our foundation. I'm using a beauty blender that is already wet. I'm sure you guys know by now that you should be using a blender, a beauty blender that is damp. Like, it should not be dripping wet, but it should be damp so that it can blend the product nicely into your skin. And the foundation that I'm using is a Black Opal Even True foundation. To be honest, so far, I think this is my favorite foundation to work with when I don't want like a full coverage, but I don't want a medium coverage. I think you get what I'm saying. I like the Fit Me foundation. It's good. The Fit Me Maybelline foundation is nice, but it doesn't have like the same amount of coverage like this one. And the price range, I think they're all under 2,000 if I'm not wrong. I don't know. I can't remember how much I bought this foundation for. I don't know if it was 2,000 or... It's just... Okay, they're all less than 3,000. I know the Fit Me is way cheaper. It's yeah, but I really like this Even True Black Opal. For me, I think anytime. For normal functions, you see how it blends in nicely. I like it. And it has a coverage that is so nice. Like, I love it. I really like this foundation. And of course I love many other foundations, but this one you'll never miss this one in my kit. I always have this foundation. I love it with all of my heart. It's a nice medium to full coverage, but it leans more towards the full coverage, but then it's not cakey. Yeah. Next thing I'm going to be applying is the concealer, the Illegal concealer not the Illegal concealer, sorry. This is the LA Colors foundation, Truly Matte. This product, ladies and gentlemen, this product works under my eyes. It works. I feel like I prefer this to the concealer when I want like a full, you know, when I don't want fine lines under my eyes. I have found that the consistency is like that of a very good concealer, and it has a nice shade that just blends into my skin really nicely. So I highly recommend this, especially if you want a good product that will sit under your skin. It works. I've never found a perfect shade of LA Colors for my full face. No, never. But I like it for contouring, for the darker shades, and for the lighter shades under my eyes and on the bridge of the nose. And why do we do that under your eyes and the bridge of the nose? Under your eyes, you want to brighten your eyes. You can see what that product did, yeah? It brightened my eyes, and then on the bridge of the nose, yeah. And on the bridge of the nose, it sort of just highlights. It pops out kidogo. Then I'm going to be putting powder immediately. This is my Zaron powder. It's a compact powder, but I really like this for my eyes. I use this under my eyes, and I also apply it at the bridge of the nose. Note, sijapaka kila mahali powder. I've just worked on the under my eyes, hapo chini peke yake, so that it can start to set the product as I do everything else. Notice I've also changed my blenders because the other blender already had powder, and I've not finished working on the face. I'm using a darker, I think this is a hazelnut or something, like a darker LA Colors foundation, and for contouring, like I want my cheekbones to sort of pop a bit more. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I've taken the other blender. I use this now to blend everything I'm using 2 blenders in this video. I want you to note that. So what am I saying? Buy 2 beauty blenders. Sometimes you will need 2, because if I put powder on one blender and I have to use foundation or concealer again, I don't like to go over with the same blender again. Anyway, next thing we're going to now contour again. We are shading under the cheekbones. I was shading with the foundation, like the darker one. You could also use like a darker concealer, it still works. And then I'm going over again with a darker, like powdery contour palette. This is just powder, it's only that it's darker than me. The contour palette and your dark powders, all of them are the same thing. I like to say they're just the same product packaged differently with different names, but yeah, they do more or less the same thing, because it's just a powder, only that I use now the darker one to make my cheekbones pop. Ooh, I'm trying to pout. I see. If I was talking and doing this video, if it would have had the same effect, but I think you can already see what is happening. I'm going under my, like under the cheekbones, also around my forehead, just to bring the face together, and I can already see the difference. I'm also going to do, you know, highlight the bridge of the nose with the powder. See, can you see the difference? And I put the darker powder on the sides of the nose. What highlighting and shading does for you, and highlighting and shading is what we call contouring, is that you're always creating an illusion of this perfect oval, beautiful face, nice forehead, nice nose, popping cheekbones. I mean, all the nice features that you may not necessarily be having, but then you want to, you know, you want to accentuate all the parts that just bring out the best in you, because that's what makeup is for. Yeah. Then we're going to be working on this. Actually, I love bronzer. Wow, this is a bronzer. I love it. I love it. I'm smiling a bit, as you can see. My lips are so dry, but anyway, I am trying to smile, not because I want to smile, but because I want to see the apple of my cheeks. Sometimes I bronze up from the cheeks all the way up, you know, over the cheekbones, forming like a C, you know, but not too much towards the forehead. Unaona hapo mali eyebrow imefika, like hapo in a curve tu kidogo. Then I'm back again with my beauty blender. I'm just balancing everything. Sitaki kukuwa na bronzer mingi sana ama highlight. The blender for me is a must have. I use this blender for everything. Unaona kama venye kuna watu wanatumianga kijiko kupaka blue band, kupaka peanut, kukoroga chai, kukula, like the same thing. I use the blender for almost everything, and it works all the time. Anywho, now we are going to be working on them eyes, and I am lining them. Oh, look at that. Nice. I like that. I'm using a tissue, of course, because I don't want to leave my 2 fingerprints on my eyes, and I also don't want these products to smudge. I only want it on my waterline, so I'm placing this tissue because of that. I want it to just sit where it's supposed to go, and it looks really, really good. Guys, my lips are so dry, I feel like putting gloss, yet I'm not in the video. Like I'm doing the voiceover, but I'm already feeling like I should be putting lip gloss. Like, put on gloss. And what I'm doing right now, by the way, this is called tight lining. I also did another video on tight lining, you can go see. But boy, this is good. I already look so nice, not a strapaka lipstick. I like it. I'm now working on the lower part of the eye. I'm putting a bronzer, the same bronzer that I use. I want to highlight my eyes. I could have decided to use a green, but I'm like, no, I want to use this brownish sparkly shade. It's not as sparkly, but it is good. It is good enough, and I like it. And then I'm going to go over with the red apple under my eye. So I'm placing my tissue slightly lower. See that? Wow, yeah, just concentrate, pay attention. See. We're just brushing, and then the excess is going on the tissue. Beautiful. I want to just check, make sure everything is okay. Those eyes look good. Yes, I like them. They look good. Oh, they look good. Wow, I like it. I like this eye look. Look at that color combination. Who would have thought green and red could make such a beautiful combination? I love it. I find that when you do a cut crease and then you like do a mirror effect of one or two of the colors, I mean, It always works. And eyelashes, oh my gosh. And the nice liner, beautiful. Of course, I'm working on the lips, you can see that. This is just a normal lip liner. This is, in fact, this is my Davis eye pencil. I'm using this because I want to work with a nude lipstick. This is a Zaron lipstick. I love it. I love the shade. That's what I'm doing, and I like it. But I'm very happy. Now, I'm neatening the lips. What I've put there is a little bit of concealer. This is a Zaron, should be the Zaron concealer. I want to neaten my mouth, so I'm using a flat product, like a flat brush, to sort of define my lips so that they look like they're, like perfect, like even. Everything is even. This should be the Zaron concealer or the LA Colors, one of the two. Sorry, I'm doing a voiceover away from my makeup, but I think I know what I used, and I like that. Can you see how my lips look now? That's the trick. You owe me, by the way. That's like one of the tricks. And don't put too much, yeah? Kidogo tu. So nimetoanisha hiyo mapua. Matuta nilikuwa nayo. I like it. I love this. Beautiful. I'm adding some gloss. Thank you so much for watching the video to the end. This is how you achieve this beautiful, gorgeous, amazing look. If you like the content of this page, please subscribe to my channel. Yes, and also share this video with your friends who are going somewhere, or who have events, or who just need to practice this look and feel as good as I do right now. Kisses to you. God bless you. Bye bye.